Hello, good day. Welcome to another newspaper review on Niger Watch. My name is Iman. It's good to have you on here. Please, welcome to the broadcast. Please take our time to like the broadcast. Yes, please take our time to share and invite someone onto the broadcast. Yes, do not enjoy this broadcast alone. Do not come on to the broadcast alone. It's about time. It's a good time for us to review the papers. So I welcome you once again. Thank you for being here. A big shout out to everyone on the comment section. Of course, a special shout out to my panelists. I look forward to having you on here, Mommy Diaspora. Good day to you, dearest Mama. I hope it's a good day going for you. Thank you for being here, Doris Audio. Good morning to you too, and happy weekend. Yes. The weekend is upon us. Happy weekend to each and every one of you. To each and every one of us. Yes. Happy weekend to each and every one of us. Please take our time to like the broadcast, okay? It's been a very stressful morning for me. I am drained. All right, let's go on into the papers. The link has been posted. Yes. So please do also click on the link to my panelists. But take our time to like the broadcast before you click on the link. Please like the broadcast before you click on the link, and also take our time to support us today. Thank you to each and every one of you out there. If you're watching the replay, hi, how you doing? It's good to have you on here. Thank you for being here. Please take our time to like the broadcast before you exit, and also do well to support us by clicking on the super thanks option just beneath the screen. That's it. There's please do well to engage us. It is equally safe and secured. Also, this is our account details. If you'd like to transact directly, please do well to engage this. Also, thank you very much. And if you are watching me right now out there, click on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. All right. This is also a call for as many that are yet to get their PVC. PVC collection ends in 2 days on the 29th of January 2023. Uh, PVC collection comes to a close. So please, if you are yet to, take advantage of the 48 hours window left for this process. Thank you very much. Welcome to the broadcast once again. If you are yet to like the broadcast, please be obedient and like the broadcast. Thank you very much. Okay, a big shout out to Christopher Columbus. Christopher is calling me a fine girl. Yay! Thank you very much. Blessed morning to you too. Thank you very much, Osago Voice. Good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being on here. Hmm. So yesterday, I got money from this POS dealers, and since that yesterday till now, I've not been able to spend the money. They are not collecting. I even took the money back today to the people to say, you, they're not collecting the money. So I'm bringing, even they too, they're not collecting the money. So I have to go to the bank, and it's quite a storm in the bank, because people are angry, people are agitated, the ATMs are closed down. I don't. People are stranded. And you go to the four stations, they're not collecting the money because I mean it's 31st around the corner. Even them too, they don't see the money collect. So if you bring the money, can't give them. I mean, the four stations used to be one place that you can take dented money to, and they always go to the bank to deposit this money, but they are not collecting the money too. So the banks, you go to the banks to deposit this money, the money just goes into your account. They're not giving you new naira because then too they don't get new naira. So at this point, everything they happen. At this point, wetin dey happen? Emefiele is saying that the banks are saying they don't have the money. Wetin dey happen? Emefiele is refusing to tend to reps. Somebody needs to say something to us. Imagine being on the queue for hours. It finally gets to your turn and your card is not paying, transfer is not going. You've got no cash on you. If you got what is the old naira, if they are not collecting it, today is 27th. I'm tired though. It's draining. It's really, really draining. If you don't have a good relationship with vendors, you're buying stuff and nobody's seeing a lot. Of course, you don't get to go with the goods. I mean, while we are in for a new Nigeria, we shouldn't be left stranded. We shouldn't be frustrated. We shouldn't be overstretched. All right, we'll move into the papers properly. Please take out time to like this broadcast. I beg, we're not gonna like the broadcast. If we should not add to the stress, please take out time to like the broadcast as we move on and talk to me on the comment section. To my panelists, please, yes, this is something. Please click in early. Newspaper review ends by 11 a.m. You can't be clicking in at 10 minutes, 15 minutes to 11. And some of you come in at 11 and make me stretch to, please. I had over 5 people backstage yesterday. It breaks my heart because I'd like to hear from all of you. But please do well to click in early enough. I mean, the papers are here, the stories are ever constant. Yeah, and before we even, go on with the paper proper. So yesterday there was it was on the paper in the papers that there were about 41 or 51 casualties from airstrike in Nasarawa yesterday. Well, condolences and everything is gone out this morning. Another sad news from that too, actually, from that area is saying that the death toll from that incident, has gone up. Yeah, it has gone up. I'm trying to get the figures. It is somewhere around. It's somewhere around, but it has gone up to. It has gone up. It's not. There's been more casualties to that, and even so, the governor of Nasarawa lost his son. Yeah. So, well, maybe our leaders should start knowing what it feels like to lose a child. Then maybe they will see to it that no life is lost. Because I don't understand how people just they die left, right, and center, and they shake these people for body. Is it because your own is not there? No. Well, I like to hear from you. If you want to take me on that, do well to bring it on. But the death has now become so much of a norm in Nigeria. No, we cannot. It shouldn't be so. As much as a state recognition is not even given to these people. Okay, we'll move on to the papers proper. Our first paper for today is Mr. Vine Maxwell. Mr. Vine Maxwell, click on the link already, Mr. Vine Maxwell, especially you. Mr. Vine Maxwell, when you were in secondary school, you used to go late, right? Because you're always clicking on the link and you'll come and say, I know I am late. Mr. Vine, I'm here and you today. Thank you very much. Good morning to you too. I'm fine, thank you. All right, let's move on to our paper proper for today. Our first paper for today is going to be the Daily Sun. It says 309 Nigerians renounce citizenship in 2022, says federal government. Says mass exodus fueling high passport demands. No attempt to create conflict between Tinubu, Buhari will succeed, says APC. On elections, military wants troublemakers, vows to deal decisively with those plotting to scuttle polls, pledges neutrality. No leader can create new Nigeria overnight, says Obasanjo. Cashless policy gains traction as CBN unveils domestic card payments. Businesses, customers reject old notes. Buhari urges Nigerians to reject politicians who will drag nation back to corruption. Protesters block Lagos Benin Road over fuel price hike and scarcity. Yesterday in Benin, Edo State, some protesters blocked the Benin Lagos Benin Express Road due to the fuel scarcity. Honestly, at this point, instead of going to stay, well, let me just read the news because I am one of those frustrated Nigerians out there. Really, It's really draining. Some youths took it to themselves to, get the government's attention. Maybe they know they see the queue. Maybe they don't know what is, just maybe, and their attention surely was drawn to it yesterday in Benin City, where you had protesters block the road, and you see traders, people coming from the farm who had farm produce to go sell, said that there was a huge loss because some of these things are daily consumables. Excuse me. Some of these things are daily consumables, and they encountered a huge loss. Okay, so while some are saying that people should tread with caution, there are some that are all out for, yes, let us. I mean, let everything be and stand still, because not no we know they even progress to start with. Honestly, I saw something yesterday saying, "What are you queuing for? You're queuing for new Naira. You're queuing for four." It's draining. I tell you, it's draining because these things are basic. They're not things you just sit in your house and say, "If you day, if you know day." And do they want to send us to the days of using candles or lanterns? Are we going to go back to those days? And how is this new money policy, everything in place that it's really draining? It is really, 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 really draining, and it is taking a toll. You can't. All right, Buhari urges Nigerians to reject politicians who will drag nation back to corruption. And I'm thinking, ah, so to the president, he has taken us out of corruption. Hey, all right. Okay, I will move on to another story. Obasanjo, I said that all of these political leaders that are the candidates that are saying they will do this, they will do that, that we should not let anybody lie to us, that nobody can reinvent Nigeria overnight, and that whoever is even coming into power, the person has a lot of work to do, because to change Nigeria, to give Nigeria that change that we so desire, it is not going to be a drastic measure. It's a thing of continuity. Yeah, it's a thing of continuity, and that anybody that is coming to say they will do this, they will do this overnight, that's nah. We shouldn't take that it is impossible. And that was a passenger talking to the people. The military has, said, as sent a memo or issued a warning to troublemakers, and I'm guessing they're talking about the ballot snatchers, they're talking about the riggers, the mayhem causers, the thugs, the touts. I mean, they're talking to the political thugs. Of course, political thugs. Shey, na me wan go cause mayhem on election day. All right. And they say they vow to deal decisively with those plotting, to cause mayhem on that day. And they don't know if to even take what. Well, that's the news on there. Now we have a story, a database of 309 Nigerians renouncing citizenship in 2022. Let's see how what this number has in store for us come 2023. And they say this is the highest of all time, the highest of all time, the highest issuance of passport, the highest issuance of passports, and they've seen so many people leaving the country like never before. I wonder why it is coming as a surprise, but even better, they're not putting a stop to it. They're not going to start checkmating the people that want to go. They are only saying that the reason why there is scarcity in demand is because of the high exodus, and they're trying to meet up with the speed of numbers of people that are requesting for international passport day in, day out. All right, and I really wish them all the best. They better double up and triple up on it, so that, because wetin be this. Again, if you are yet to get your PVC, please, it closes in 2 days, 48 hours. Maybe the 2 days is 48 hours. Today is 27th. In 2 days, next tomorrow, they are done. So please go get your PVC. I mean, you don't see new Naira. How you hey, people will not understand until you are caught up in this, until you've been made stranded. How many people uses POS? How many people goes about with POS? All right, APC, now, they even pray for Buhari, saying that Buhari will succeed. What does he want to succeed again? All right, APC have come out to say that what Tinubu meant. I don't know why every time this man says something, they're always coming to explain in clearer terms. We don't want a president that cannot communicate effectively to us. I don't even made them. We don't want a president that cannot communicate effectively to us. Someone has come out to correct or to make Nigerians better understand what an intending presidential candidate said. Every time now they clear the air on what he said, and they'll say they should not mock him. When he has carried himself as a caricature, you cannot even come out and say one thing without people helping you. I mean, Nigeria, we need help. We don't need a president that they will be helping to run the country. We need somebody that will come and help us as it is. Well, they have said that he wasn't calling out the president, and that these words were just twisted. That he's saying that the PDP, I beg, even one more on that story, you could pick up page 26. All of that and more you will find there. We move on to the Daily Trust. Daily Trust, banks short of new notes as ATMs dry up. Reps tackle commercial banks over new currency policy. We are constrained by CBN guidelines, says bank executives. Candidates' blueprints cannot solve Nigeria's problems. Excuse me. Nigeria's problems, says panelist. Two major parties lack ideological identity, says Onayeko. Manifestos mere academic work. There are more desperados than Democrats among candidates. That's by Kabiru Yusuf. We have full confidence in INEC, says the United States of America. On here we foiled 66 attempts to hack FAC virtual meetings, says the federal government. Troops neutralize 84 terrorists in northeast and northwest, rescue 122 victims in 2 weeks. Death toll from Nasara bombing rises to 40, and that's from Governor Sule. Condolences to Governor Sule. Also, as there was a breaking news this morning of the death of his son. Well, the people of Nasara are truly in mourning. Condolences to them. All right, we have on here Mafab at Kano, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, Enugu to 5G network rollout plan. The banks are saying that they do not have this money, but the CBN are saying something else. So the question is, who is lying? Is Emefiele intentionally keeping this money so that because he does not trust the banks, the banks manager, the executive, not to allow this money travel into the hands of the ones that it shouldn't be. Initially this money were out there. Yeah, initially this money were out there. Nigerians were not getting the money, but these people that sell money at parties, they had this money. So I'd like to think that Emefiele decided to withdraw the money, but in the papers they are still saying, but in the papers they are still saying the money is out there, the banks are not doing that. But you cannot do that to the people of Nigeria. You can't be coming out here lying to us or giving us another report, and we are using this information to go to the bank to cause chaos and mayhem. Nigerians, go get your PVC. Oh, this suffer don't tire us. Oh, this suffer don't tire us. It don't drain us. Honestly, it is draining. All right. Yeah, that's the story we have here. We have on here all the papers are huge on this. The federal government have said that Issa Pantami has said that they foiled 66 attempts for the Federal Executive Council meeting, virtual meeting to be act in. So this virtual meeting started from the days of COVID-19, and they said that they've been able to save 400 and over 400 billion naira saved from this meeting, because for every time they come around, they spend that much for the meeting. But this, since they get to do this virtually, they've been able to save that much, and they've also had outside intruders try to hack into their meetings, but that has been foiled. All right, that's the news that we have on there. Let's move on to another story. And this paper is going to be the Punch. Castina youth protest hardship, stone officials during Buhari's visit. AGF pays $446 million Ajaokuta judgment debt. On graft, ICPC rearrest former JAM register. Adeleke versus Oyetola tribunal rules today. Police warn troublemakers. Mega churches, schools, bar, old Naira notes payments and offering. New note shortage forces banks to shut ATMs. Customers demand extensions. Reps threaten Emefiele with arrest. Insist CBN governor must obey summons. Law professor sues CBN LLC writes Buhari over deadline extension. The picture story there will be the traders. Bimon losses as fire goes to Lagos markets. Petrol scarcity. Protesters block Lagos Benin Expressway. My wife battled for survival as hospitals refused treatment. Uh, Slain lawyer's husband recounts. Power tariff shortfall now 2.5 2.5 trillion naira, says federal government. The slain lawyer Omo Bolanle husband was in court yesterday, gave his own testimony of the incident, and rather heartbreaking. It is reported that the car which the family rode in to church that's fateful day was given to her just the previous day. It was a gift for a job well done, at the company. It was a brand new car for a job well done, for a job well done, and that same car was where. And he also goes on to say that when that happened, after they had confronted the police officer, they proceeded to rushing her to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, they checked her and they saw that they were not able to contain the whole situation. They took her to another hospital. Hospitals were rejecting her, seeing the severity of the case, and they got to another one who, at the time they got there, pronounced her dead on arrival. And that's the sad thing, but we know that that's a thing over here, and that's why people really help accident victims, because by the time you get them to hospitals, they begin to request for police reports. Yeah, they begin to ask for police report, and before you get to do all of that, they don't get to admit sometimes person fit even die for your car or for your hand. Where you want start from? So these are some of the things that by now I was thinking that these policies, these laws, will be reviewed so that we can conveniently be our brother's keeper. Conveniently be our brother's keeper. All right, that's the sad story regarding that. The case, we are speaking plenty grammar on this case. I tell you, plenty grammar on this case. Officer, you shoot abi you no shoot. Wetin be their offense? Because they no stop the point where you say make them stop. Is that enough for them to shoot? All this, the father is coming, the brother is coming, husband is coming. Why? It's unnecessary. They should pass verdict, judgment already on this officer already. This is really really unnecessary. All right, we took the story of the protest on the Lagos Benin Express Road, and now you still have properties burning down to the ground because our fire service is nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. Just the other day, sometime last year, the fourth quarter of last year, the governor of Lagos State actually, inaugurated some new fire trucks and firemen. And you would think that would help to curtail the this fire outbreak, this fire outbreak, but that is not even, it's not coming close to helping. But even better, big establishments like this, places like Balogo, they should have fire trucks easily accessible. That place sees a whole lot of fire outbreak and people are losing. All right. Talking about this new this this cashless policy and the lack of this new Naira. It said that mega churches, schools buy old Naira notes as form of payment. Well, I've said it already. You can imagine they are not taking the old Naira notes, even when we still have some days to the closure, right? But there is no new Naira notes. The reps are threatening to Gbajabia Miller has said to Emefiele that he'll be issuing a an arrest warrant anywhere he is found in the country, that he should be picked up and brought to the house that he must answer. But I thought his deputy answered all the questions. So what do they want from Emefiele again? Waiting else the 1 year where they never hear from the deputy. She gave all of the informations. Why are they seeking? Why are they looking for him? Anyways, that's the story that we have on here. Lots of people body are pushing for a lot of people are pushing for an extension, and the likes a lot of Professor Sue's, CBN, and also NLC have written to Buhari over deadline extension because as it be, Emefiele does say, see, whatever you people do, this policy has come to stay. If you like, don't take all those money that you have in your bank. In your house. Don't go and take it to the bank. Keep it there. Well, this, seems good, but I guess all of us has to pay for it, right? I guess each and every one of us has to pay for it. But so what's we supposed to do now? That's the question. If you want to go to the food markets, yes, I mean you want to cook soup. Do you go to the mall to buy those soup items so that you can swipe your card? You don't go to the open markets because if you go to the open markets, you have to pay cash. And as cash, no, the waiting people go do. Hmm. These are the big questions, and nobody is answering these questions. Nobody. But Emefiele, you too, why are you not going to the house? Why are you not going to meet them to answer? I mean, you've got it all worked out. You've got it all figured out. Why are you not going there? If you are saying there's money, why are we not seeing the money? Are you ordering this money, or are you keeping this money until after election? Election is still February 25th. So how are we going to manage ourselves? Okay, let's see what other story we have here. So ICPC has rearrested former JAM registrar. The allegations upon this man is nothing to is being arrested for money laundering, for impersonation of identity. It's said that is taking funds under the names of some people, registered under the name of some students, but the money is going to him. He's the one just sitting and signing this thing and taking all of this money. The matter is still going on. You guys remember when Jam said the money for Jam, that is, was it not snake? Was it snake or monkey that went to Jam office and swallowed all those billions of naira? Well, is that same person. This time around, in Cobdon over full, and it's been in and out of ICPC net. It's been in and out of ICPC net regarding that issue. All right, Buhari knocks Nigerian elites for being very selfish. Yesterday I took a story, or I brought in a story of Regina Daniels, who had this cash wey Nigerians wey dey beg for money, wey dey queue for bank, they never see. But somebody, obviously this man sat somewhere, the money was brought to him and he decided to use it to gift his wife. Well, I am hoping that Buhari, in with his full chest, has also called out those people. The president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, on Thursday in Katsina State, berated the Nigerian elites for being very selfish rather than uniting their might for the welfare of their fellow citizens. He says our elites did not put their heads together in the years past in order to move the country forward. They were very selfish. I insist that they should think of the country more than themselves. Buhari said at the luncheon after commissioning at least 7 infrastructural projects executed by the Katsina state government. According to Buhari, the standard of living in the country would be more bearable if the elite thought more of the people. Well, even with these words that the president said, do well to remember that the people of Castina were not having it. The people of Castina are, well, like every other Nigerian out there, they are tired, and they went on to stoning and destroying other things there in the whole APC billboard, their campaign materials. They destroyed it. They were throwing stones at the airlights that were there. Lots of frustration going on. And I mean, for us to see this revoke, for us to see this awakening happening right there in the north, it's a good thing to see. It's a good thing to see. Say all of us, this one touch all of us, and now all of us don't wake up. Surprising to have in the news that the president says that Nigeria. Oh, excuse me. Somebody said I should always differentiate between the president, the presidency, and the federal government. Okay, this is from the federal government saying that Niger and Niger Republic Rail project is that it was strategically built to boost trade. Yep, Buhari was intentional or strategic about this just to boost trade. And Nigerians are saying, which Niger Republic is supposed to boost trade? Actually, now, not be we supposed to dey, not be them supposed to build the trade come our side to make we help them boost their trade. What are we looking for there? What is supposed to come out from there for us? All right, the federal government has stated that the Nigeria to Niger Republic rail project will boost trade and other socio-economic interactions between both countries. A statement by the Director, Press and Public Relations of the Ministry of Transportation, Ensure Ogubike, said the minister in charge of the ministry, Sambo, stated this in Abuja at the signing of a memorandum of understanding on the project between Nigeria and the Republic of Niger on Thursday. Sambo noted that the rail line, which will start from Kano State in Nigeria and end at Maradi in Niger Republic, will facilitate the realization of the objectives of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to which Nigeria and Niger Republic are signatories. Okay. This is for another rail project going to the Niger Republic from Kano all through to Maradi in Niger Republic, and this, like the other one, is supposed to build trade. But then again, don't we have other African countries? Do we not have the likes of Ghana? Do we not have? I mean, we have other countries that this can go. Why are we always going there? Why? What's happening in Niger Republic now by force? All forced to do business with Niger Republic. The one that we built the just a while ago. How has it contributed? How has it? How have we made anything from it? Barry, well done, no, well done. All right, we've taken the story the president is even supposed to be in Castina for 2 days. I'm surprised he has not jetted out after the old stoning and the unwelcome visit that he was given yesterday. Surprisingly, I mean, then they're not do rich like this. Was it not Bono that the mic just went off and Buhari just jetted out of the place? This one they are even stoning and he's still there. Okay, that's the story that we have on there. I beg, we make una first beg Emefiele. We need cash. We need money. We need to be able to do things. We cannot be queuing for everything in the country. Sometimes you just wonder. That's why people are strongly, going into all sorts of things just so that they can have money. Because for you to be in this country and not have money, the country will deal with you. The country will really, really deal with you. Really, 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 really deal with you. In Benue State, the police in Benue State have apprehended the suspected leader of a 9-man gang that allegedly tortured a 89-year-old man, Kado Justin. Kado Justin, yes. The octogenarian was accused of using witchcraft to inflict sickness on a youth. Oh boy, these names. Let's just say Adrena. Okay, so that is the story. A nine-man committee in a panel, we'll call this one, went on ahead to burn a 89-year-old man, accusing him of being a witch, using witchcraft to, well, they've been apprehended and they've also been arrested. We saw the story earlier on of the National State Governor having passed this child passed on condolences to them. The APC and PDP would keep clashing until after the elections. Even after the elections, I bet you they will keep clashing and accusing each other for losing the election because they will lose the election. They will keep faulting each other for losing the election. Well, the presidential candidates of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council again clashed on Thursday over the allegation by Tinubu that the PDP was plotting to scuttle the February election. While Tinubu accused the PDP of embezzling the $16 billion meant for the power sector, the Atiku Okowa Campaign Council asked the Department of State Atiku, they are always quick to say that they should investigate this guy for drugs and all of that. They are very quick to say that. Anyways, addressing a mammoth crowd of supporters in Makode, the Benue State capital on Thursday, Tinubu said his previous commitment on fuel scarcity and currency redesign were misinterpreted, stressing that what he meant was that the PDP neglected the oil industry and awarded oil blocks to themselves and their cronies. Tinubu, Tinubu, you can be very inconsistent. You can be very inconsistent with your speech, with your delivery. You know, go put us for trouble. You know, go one of these G submit and go and say one thing, then you now come back home after backlash and say, "Oh, this is not what you meant. You meant something else." No, 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 no. You know, go put us for trouble. And now there is a story on here. There's a story on here regarding the 446 million Ajaokuta judgment debt. Atiku, you said that he was going to see to the financing of the Ajaokuta project while he was talking to the people. But the Minister for Information, Lai Mohammed, as kicked him in the butt for saying that. I say, what? How dare you say that? This was your project. While you were the vice president, you were the one that even commissioned this project. You are the one that incurred this debt. You siphoned this money. You were supposed to pay for this. This money was released, but you didn't. And now you are coming to promise the people. And he has come out to say that they're already on it. It's, it's amazing that the paper is saying that they paid the money already, that APC has gone ahead to pay this lingering 446 million dollars debt that has been hanging. All right, we'll move on quickly to another story on here. A big shout out to you, Naomi Bella. How are you doing, Mama dearest? It's good to have you on here. Thank you for joining us on our paper this morning. Okay, we have the nation. The nation, this is gay. The nation. CBN plans all card transactions through AfriGold. Domestic card launched. Apparently, CBN governor is trying to do everything at the same time. He's trying to do everything at the We'll continue. All right. Nigerians elite are selfish, says Buhari. President praises Masari. Pantami 2.2 million jobs created in 2 years. Immigration processes 9.3 million passports in 7 years. Nigerians to buy shares with short codes. House threatens Emefiele with arrest over Naira note scarcity. While polls must count by Obasanjo. On petrol crisis, PDP colluding with saboteur, says Tinubu. Atiku trying to pit Tinubu against Buhari. Protesters block Benin Lagos road. Okay, taking the story of CBN plans. Okay, so there is a new card, a Nigerian owned card named Afri Gold. I mean, just like us, you have the your Western card and all of that, but you still get to those other ones. Your debit card, your Western card, still gets to be valid. But this is that there is a time for this. They are giving this to grow and for people to warm up to risk. There is no timeline to this one. Thankfully, there's no timeline to this one. Imagine going to change your Mastercard up and down, just to sit, just so that you can be in line with this one. That will not be happening. And again, we have this story that says that 2.2 million naira, excuse me, 2.2 million jobs has been created over time in the past 2 years. 2.2 million jobs has been created. So this is to fulfill some of the APC's mandates that they were going to create these massive jobs for us. Now, if we are looking at this in over time, salaries has been stagnant, but every other thing, as there's been an increase in every other thing. I tell you that it is not easy for the people. These government workers, I don't know if maybe private owned companies, they've been considerate to increase salaries, but I've not heard of that happening in any. I asked around, but none of my friends are forthcoming with that info. Oh no, that has not happened anywhere, because I mean it's a tough time for everybody. Companies are downsizing and closing up. So where's the money to even begin to increase people's salary? But cost of living has been ridiculously high. I mean, interest rate has been taken up to 17.6% every time this is being increased. Oh dear. You're buying black markets. There's been an increase from what you were buying last week, from what you bought 2 days, 3 days ago. Today it's a different price. It's everything just keeps increasing. So of what are we Nigerians, please go get your PVC. Indeed, it cannot be business as usual with these people. We have tasted PDP for years. We have tasted APC. APC now still dey our mouth like this. APC now still dey our mouth like this with everything that is happening. We have tasted all of these people for years, and things are still like this. We truly cannot continue like this. We truly cannot continue like this. If you are here to get your PVC, please do well to go and get your PVC. And if you are yet to like this broadcast, please take out time to like this broadcast. A big shout out to you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. She said if you're just joining us, welcome, but please kindly like the broadcast. Thank you. Bella Naomi, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Also, Mr. Van, I'm not sure a monkey. Nigeria. We don't suffer. Not anymore. We can't continue like this. Mary Kimade, how you doing? It's good to have you on here. Christopher, thank you for being on this broadcast. And of course, also for you watching. I hope you've taken out a minute to like the broadcast. If you haven't, please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you very much. All right. A man was caught stealing. Okay, let's take this story. A 28-year-old man, Folorunsho Olaniyan, has been caught while allegedly trying to steal a generator belonging to a customary court in the Ado Odo Ota local government area of Ogun State. The kind of things you hear from Ogun State there, it is very shocking. To go and steal generator. We don't want to be arrested. I mean, they'll just take him inside the court and just pass judgment on him at once. And which lawyer would want to defend somebody like this? Nigeria. I beg, people are really seeing something. No, the man don't think. Come on, wetin I go do? He said, make you go think. All right, we have that story on here. It was gathered that Olaniyo, a native of Ota, was caught by the court registrar, Karim Tolulope. A source said the suspect on Tuesday, January 24th, broke into the office where the generator was kept by unscrewing the lock to the building. Ha! The source said the suspect took advantage of the public holiday declared by the state government for the collection of permanent voters' cards to commit the crime. An official of the local government service commission, Mercy Ajewole, also confirmed the arrest of the suspect. She said Olaniyan confessed to have entered the secretariat by jumping the fence, adding that he was handed over to the police. Items found on him were two screwdrivers and a bag. Really, there's some things some people would do. You just know that this person is not okay, or something is really, really, really wrong, because who goes to a courthouse to steal? Okay, I think that's one of the most amusing stories I have heard this week. And Peter Obi, while addressing the people, has said that Nigeria breeding poverty, hunger, and insecurity. In a statement, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has lamented the country is currently breeding poverty, hunger, and insecurity due to bad leadership. He stated this at his presidential campaign rally, which was held on Thursday at the hockey pitch of the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa Stadium, Bauchi State. He recalled the efforts of Nigeria's former Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, and Nnamdi Azikiwe in uniting the country and ensuring justice, peace, and fairness during their leadership. Obi, a former Anambra State governor, lamented the huge debt burden of the country, promising that under his leadership, things would be different. All right. That's what Peter Obi is saying to us. Okay. All right. Let's see what other story we are yet to take on here. How do you react to another Niger Republic rail project that is in the pipeline? Yep, you heard that just right. Another Niger Republic railway is in the pipeline. Just yesterday, a memorandum of understanding has just been signed to that effect, and they're saying that it is going to boost our socio-economic. All right, let's move on. For these elections, Obasanjo, we have to give it to Obasanjo on this one. It truly has been a father. We have to give it to Obasanjo. This one, he has been very vocal, and he has been calling out what shouldn't be. He has really, really, indeed, what he said. Why, when he was asked why, he is, doing this, being very radical and very outspoken for this election. And in his response, I vividly remember, was that he said that God would punish him if he doesn't do the right thing, if he doesn't correct it. All right. That's what he's saying. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo on Thursday advocated strong democratic culture in the country, adding that Nigerians must get it right during next month election. Election is next month. He spoke at the 2023 Port Harcourt International Conference held at the Obiwale International Conference in Port Harcourt on Thursday. The conference was themed Deepening Democratic Culture and Institutions for Sustainable Development and Security. Obasanjo, who delivered the keynote address titled Respecting the Principles of Democracy, noted that Nigeria's democracy has gone through twists, dives, and turns since after political independence. He said the best of the country's history has been the sustenance of democracy since the military transfer of power to a democratically elected government in 1999. However, he observed that there may be reasons to doubt how many lessons the leaders and followers have drawn from the country's past and how far they are willing to go to deepen, widen, and strengthen democracy and democratic practice. The former president declares that the ways in which the political class has practiced democracy has deepened contradictions, negative coalitions, distrust, disloyalty, unpatriotic tendencies within and between communities, constituencies all over the country. Well, Obasanjo, in a nutshell, is saying that It's a good read, actually. If you would take a swipe, it is actually a good read. Obasanjo is in a nutshell. Obasanjo, they say, my people, next month na the election. Make sure you get it right. And by getting it right, he's saying make sure that you vote for Peter Obi. We know that he has endorsed Peter Obi, blessed Peter Obi, crowned Peter Obi. He is carrying Peter Obi on his head. He's marketing him everywhere he goes, and he has been a father. And hopefully, I hope we will learn. Una see Abi. How many of una get husband like Ned Nwoko? How many? Or fathers, how many of una children marry the likes of Ned Nwoko? Shebi now we are clamoring for new naira. New naira no dey our hand, but somebody is somewhere sending the money. Hey, Nigerians, let's get it right this time around. If you are yet to get your PVC, please do well to go get your PVC. PVC collection, and in 2 days, in 48 hours, they will stop giving PVC. So please take out time to go get your PVC. I know say right now na everything we dey queue for. Thank God say the air wey we dey breathe is not from this government, because plenty people for don drop dead for line. It's a whole lot, I tell you. People are not able to buy things, are not able to transact business. People whose livelihood is hinged on day-to-day marketing or day-to-day sales. What happens to them? I mean, those old women who sell things in a tray or in small, small quantity, how are they going to fend? Bella Naomi is recounting an ordeal. She says the other time it was police station. Now in the courtyard, our governors they steal every day from us and walk out free and nothing they happen. Abi. So yes, that's why I say sometimes there are some things, there are some crime you hear, you just have to sit the person down to say, how do you, what is happening? What are you going through in life? Because person jump fence. It's that bad now. It's that bad. Because if you say Ijoba no ni, government will buy another one. He jump fence, carry screwdriver to go lose comot gen, carry to go sell. While it is funny, while it might sound funny, I mean, you know what that young man would have gone through to conceal that thought. Hunger is pushing people. Hunger is pushing people. People have to fend for themselves, fend for their families. On the internet, there's a story of a woman that took her son, acted like she wanted to buy a bag of gari. She took her son, and during the whole transfer, I mean, of course, no one is collecting cash. No, nobody even has cash. And if anybody has cash, it's not something you want to give out in thousands like that. You have to be spending it in bits. All right. She just told the man, "Oh, I'm coming. Let my son stay here. Let me see if I can, use one of these POS service bag with this way they don already offload, wey they don load already, put for car." And so the woman zoom up. They had to trace her. People are taking very drastic actions. Do you know what hunger is? Do you know what hunger is doing to the people? Do you know what the suffering is doing to the people? We are reading every day in the papers that there is hike in our electricity tariff. Lights wey we know dey see. Yes, people are paying exorbitantly for this power supply. And if you try to use the alternative, I tell you, it's quite a time that we're living in right now in the country. And I truly, I do feel to every Nigerian out there here in Nigeria having to go through this. I don't know what I should be sending you. I probably should be keeping it because I also need it myself. But make we dey strong, make we go collect our PVC. This is where we can change things. Protesting, as they've grown a tough skin, protesting does not do anything anymore. So let us do well to use our PVC. That is the power. That is where you see the way they are begging us, see the way they are fooling each other, see the way they are revealing each other's secrets, just because they want us now, just because they're treating us because they need something from us. They need something desperately from us. That's why they are doing all of these things. That's why APC will say something, PDP will quickly respond. Now things are happening in the country. PDP, APC are not responding. Not they will not say nothing to us. But now that they want us to vote for them, when you call this one a thief, this one will quickly come and say, no, I'm not a thief. Oh. But try it when they are in power. Then after you go, no, see, they know they hear. I'm talking about hearing. Remember when Buhari came into power? We know he had the ear problem. Every time it was said that he had the ear problem. Abi, oh, was it a joke or was it real? No, this is the question I'm asking everybody. Was it a joke or was it really real that he had a ear problem? I mean, with all of that money that he has spent, all of our money that is spent, treating is that year problem. And I've been thinking, is he going to, as he's leaving, is he going to go with that year, or is going to drop that year so that the next president will not tell us that he's not hearing, he cannot hear the complaints of the people on this Buhari. And this same Buhari is saying to us that we should not vote in people that will bring back corruption. Excuse me, sir. As the Minister of Petroleum, we were doing 1 million barrel per day. And out of that 1 million barrel per day, it is said that 90 or 900 million barrel per day is being stolen. And one of the effective ways for the government to combat this is to now increase production to 1.350 million barrel per day. And you are saying that we should not bring back corruption. Abeg, where the corruption go before? All right, we'll take one more story on here, and that would be the human interest story. As I said earlier on, I don't know, but in my own, I said earlier on that the governor of Nasarawa State lost his son. Condolences. Losing a child is always a huge loss to the people, to the parents, and well wishers, family members, especially the parents. It is never a good thing. While condolences are being sent out there, but then again, maybe these are our leaders. Maybe they need to start feeling the pangs because wetin dey make us dey die in numbers over things that can be avoided and nothing is done about it. Look at Kaduna the other day. Look at the mass burial that is being done in Kaduna back to back. Every fine Kukuma no go talk anything. They'll say he's working hard, he's only being ruthless. What do you mean he's being ruthless? That's nothing close to being the way that we should go. Okay, Bella Naomi has finally answered me. She said it was just an excuse. If he's not hearing, why didn't he ask his followers to write them so that he can read the problems of his people? As I said at the beginning of this broadcast, this is just one very frustrated Nigerians that had to report at a duty today. I wonder how other Nigerians are faring at their own place of work. People are not happy. People are not. People are not. We are not. We are not. We don't even know what to do. We are outside. We are all outside asking, looking at ourselves. Person even say, "I beg borrow me money, I go transfer." People are looking. I said I took money yesterday. I've not been able to spend the money since yesterday. This morning, I quickly rushed back to the place to say, please, I want to return the money. Even they are not collecting the money back from me. Ha. Ha. It's very gloomy. It's very gloomy out here. We are confused. We are thrown in chaos. We don't know what is happening. Please just get your PVC. That's the only thing that we know that is happening. If you are yet to get your PVC, this is going to be this is a final call out for okay, no, it can never be a final call out. Please do also get your PVC if you are yet to. If you are also yet to like this broadcast, please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of you. Now, Bella, it's good to have you on the broadcast. I wish you a super amazing day. And to each and every one of you, though we do not have sunshine over here today, Mm-mm, we do not. We do not have sunshine over here today. But I'm sending you so much sunshine. Thank you for staying with me on this broadcast. That's all we have to take on our newspaper review. Do also join us for our other lineups. We have the discussions, but today is Friday. Today is going to be the debate, and I hope that we have people calling in from Nigeria and expressing how they feel because it is terrible over here. I hope you do have a wonderful day. As for me, pray for us. Enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.